Hey guys, I'm going to upload a video to help you with pages 95 and 96 in your workbooks and go over the notes that I put on the Google Doc this week. So, use that right there. Okay, so first of all, we have some new definitions. The new definitions are a polynomial, a binomial, and a trinomial. So we already know what a monomial is. You might need to look in your notebook and review what a monomial is because you'll need to know that to help you with the next part. We know that a number by itself, like 5, that's a monomial. We know that if it's multiplied by a variable, still a monomial. And if that variable has a power, that is still a monomial. It turns into a polynomial when it is being added to another monomial. Now it's a polynomial. There's two different kinds of polynomials that we will talk about. One is a binomial, so that's 2. Bi, like a bicycle, has 2 wheels, so a binomial has 2 terms. 1, 2. A trinomial will have 3 terms, 3 monomials. So if it was like xy plus 11 minus z, that's a trinomial. So the definition of a polynomial is monomials that are added together. Notice that's a subtraction sign, but this can be rewritten. It's the same thing as plus negative z, so that still counts. This is still a polynomial. Okay, so the next part of your notes is the degree of a monomial. So I wrote a monomial on the board. To find the degree of this monomial, we're going to add up all the exponents of the variables, just of the variables. So my exponents here, I have a 3 on my y, and I know that you don't see anything here, but we know that when there's nothing, that's a 1. That's x to the first power. So if I add up the powers of my variables in this monomial, I'll get 1 plus 3, which is 4. So this monomial has a degree of 4. This monomial has a degree of 4. That is what page 95, numbers 7 through 12 will help you with. To find the degree of a polynomial, it's the same as whichever monomial in that polynomial has the highest degree. So you find the degree of each one. The degree of t squared is 2. Because all the variables in this term, when you add their exponents together, it's 2. This one we found earlier is 4. You add the variables together, their exponents, and it's 4. This one is 0. I see that 8 there, but it is on a number. It's not on a variable, so we don't count that one. We only count the powers that are on the variables. So this one has a degree of 4. This whole polynomial has a degree of 4. The last part of these notes was about writing polynomials in standard form. I have a polynomial up here. It's not in standard form yet. To write it in standard form, you put the terms in order from the greatest power to the smallest power. So in this case, my greatest exponent is this 5 right here, so that would come first. Remember that negative sign stays with what it's in front of. So we have negative 7x to the 5th. Next comes this one because 3 is the next greatest. Plus 6x cubed. Then our next highest is this 2 here. Minus 2x squared. This one does not have a variable at all, so that's going to come last. We'll have plus x plus 1. Here it is written in standard form. It's exactly the same. It's just rearranged a little bit. Our leading coefficient is the coefficient that comes first when reading from left to right. So this right here is our leading coefficient, negative 7. That's the leading coefficient. Good luck, guys. Message me if you have any questions.